Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. This is Monday evening, December 21st here in Central Ohio. I'm getting ready to run 3 bonus reports for tomorrow morning for Sweden, for Latvia, and for Lithuania, who both have been closely following my reports for their countries. So let's begin with Sweden. Let's come down here, run some libraries, create some moving averages. Now, if we look at just here, you can see there's a lot of volatility here. I don't quite understand. I mean, you expect the numbers to go up and stay up, maybe. But so anyway, we can see this trend up here, which is okay. But let's take a look at a moving average. This is a 7-day moving average. You can see a better shape of the data here. It is continuing. Cases are continuing to climb in Sweden at this time. Let's take a look at the deaths now. Same situation, some volatility, but overall the trend in deaths is up. And that trend is confirmed by the 7-day moving average. Let's try this. Let's do a 14-day moving average instead. Okay. Okay. Here's a fun, but let's go and do a center. Okay. Okay. Let's come back up here. Let's take a look at a 14-day moving average instead. Okay, you can see this here. We got the simple trend here. Okay, I guess this is a little better. It gives us, well, it still gives us the line as a plot. You can still see here that it's what happens if we did this? Let's just leave it the way it is. So even with a 14-day moving average, you can see you had a dip here. Now it's starting to climb back up again. Suppose we did a column here instead. It's sort of interesting. We got the different density of spots. But you can see here, it's still pretty much. Can we do an area? That's not too bad. Let's just go with the area plot, shall we? So you can see we had this continued climb up here in daily cases. What are you looking at the Lewis function with the daily numbers for a 14-day average? You can still see the trend is continuing up. And let's just change this one to area here also. Okay? You can see in Sweden the deaths are continuing to climb. And you can see the nice, not a nice trend, but you can see the very distinct trend here. As deaths continue to climb up past 60. 50 deaths per day. So this represents the average number of deaths for the previous 14 days. Now let's take a look at the weekly numbers for Sweden. Okay, so you can see you got this plot coming back up here. You can see your cases are continuing to climb well past your average. Deaths, well, good for a glimmer of hope, but you haven't caught this high over here yet. But you can see, again, a continued upward trend in deaths even on a weekly basis. What about monthly numbers? Okay. You can see that December is the most number of cases so far, as in November's. Deaths is currently in 1/2 place. So as it stands now, December's got the third most COVID-19 deaths of any method test so far. So now we're going to say Sweden in the EU. We're going to compare Sweden to other countries in the EU that have a population of 9 to 12,000. So those countries include Belgium, Czechia, Greece, Sweden, Hungary, and Austria. So let's plot the total case and deaths. So what we see here, you can see, unfortunately, among this population group, Sweden is the fourth most cases so far, between 50 and 60,000 cases so far. And what about deaths? I'm not quite sure why we don't see anything there as far as deaths, EU totals. But for whatever reason, we're not seeing any deaths, which just doesn't make any sense. Okay. What about total cases by day? Okay, this is a little more helpful. So now we can actually visually compare Sweden's cases to the other 5 countries, okay? Czechia and Sweden seem to have the most number of cases, the highest number of cases, the highest number of spikes. What about deaths? Sweden, well, Sweden isn't the worst. You can still see it's just spiked here about 125, while Belgium had over 150 deaths, Czechia had over 150 deaths, and even Hungary had over 175 deaths. Can we do a mortality rate? I'm not quite sure if this is going to work. Nope, it isn't going to work either. All right. Okay, so let's just run this report one more time from the top, and we'll call it a report. Before I let you go, I just want to ask you, I want to thank you folks for following this report on a daily basis. It really provides me a lot of encouragement to know that these reports are valuable to you in Sweden. And also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click that like button. Also, share this with your friends and neighbors in Sweden also, okay? Nothing special here. Okay? Okay? So this concludes the report for Sweden for this evening. We'll catch you in a day or two with an update.